Twitch viewers, Ashley Wiensong here, and Mattquake. Always.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I cut you off?
Not quite. You got the sound on your computer on.
Oh, whoops. There we go.
As I was saying, hello Twitch viewers, Ashley Wiensong here with the guests, always searching for new stories and dreaming her dreams. And yeah, I know. Technically, I don't normally stream on Thursdays, but there's a good reason for the stream today.
Yes, there is.
Yes, because one, technically it was about a week ago or less than a week ago that a new video by the TF2 analyst group came up.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I think it was like a week ago.
Yeah, and which leads up to the second one, since the both of us actually wanted to do a reaction video together. Since the last time
Yeah, we haven't done one in
ages.
Oh my god, how long?
I can't even say, and kill it is, I still have the footage for those reactions, and I have yet to edit them. One of these days, I will push myself to do that, but...
Oh, let me put on my shocked face.
Anyway, because last time, Mattquake here actually did want to do a reaction to the last TF2 analyst video, but I kind of jumped the gun with that one on my own. Whoops.
Yes. Oops.
Yeah, and so we're going to react to this video, especially since we only seem to be able to see each other on Thursdays anymore, and that's if neither of us are busy.
Yeah, our schedules are very conflicting, so...
Very.
Yeah. So, do we want to do a little background on this? Or... Just to give our viewers a little bit of a, what's been going on with TF2, or...
You know, that is fair, because obviously by the title, this is called TF2 Analyst Aftermath. Now, the reason for that is, at least for what we could probably understand, this is basically the aftermath of the...
Red versus Blue.
Yeah, it was technically a 6-part series that got turned into a movie.
Yeah.
And trust me, that thing is long.
It is very long. So...
And yet worth the watch.
So, what there basically happened is there are obviously two teams, Red and Blue, and they both got contacted by Red Man and Blue Man, who turned out to be AC Race Best and Saber Spark. And they were having a, shall we say, disagreement about something.
Yeah, disagreement.
Yes. And so they hired the opposite, their colored teams, race being the red and Saber being blue, to go against each other. And, yeah. Long story short, too late.
Yeah.
They have, a lot of the team members have what's called super forms. And what that means is that there's so many different, what is it? Thespio has the mask.
I mean, there's Blissey, who has her dragon form, although she technically had that one for a long while.
And another one who had it for a long time was Silver Quill turning into the Angry Bird.
Yeah, although technically, apparently that turns out that he had that before this mess, but he never mentioned it.
Right, because he doesn't like to use it. Because he says it's overpowered.
I thought he said it was annoying, though.
That too. Jasper has the Green Ranger's powers, and he has his own Dinozord.
Well, because if you remember...
Oh yeah, it got rusted and it left.
Well, it started off rusted, then Thespio, wearing the mask, fixed it, but then, when removing the rose-tinted glasses, Jasper had to basically take down the Dragonzord with the... let's just say some things that no fan of the Power Ranger franchise ever want to acknowledge or hear.
No, no. So anyway, um, they were going again. They were going against each other. Doc Wolf uh, was like, this can't be a coincidence of why all these super forms have finally um, popped up out of nowhere, seemingly nowhere. So he goes back to Coal Town, and Anthony, the director, shows up, and the reason he shows up is he wants the secret to immortality, which he thinks is
The respawn
resides
generator.
in the respawn generator. Excuse me. So at after everything, after the conversation with Anthony, a huge robot army starts invading, and the only ones who are holding them back are Firebrand and Doc.
Yeah, but that before Doc and Keyframe basically switch class.
Yes, yes.
Crash.
And if you know TF2, they are actually using a legitimate strategy for the meta, which is amazing that they actually bring that into the videos.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that myself. I mean, I've never played the game, and one of these days I probably at least should actually look into that since it does look a little interesting. But even I knew what that strategy was.
Yeah, it's basically one of them Ubers the other, while the second one is using the bone saw or the
the bone saw
Uber saw. I think it's the Uber saw.
Yeah, that probably sounds much better since it is technically a bone saw, but it's connected to the Uber gun.
So basically, what happens is that one is Ubering the other, while the second one is damaging and building up the Uber. And
yeah.
They switch off when their Uber becomes discharged. So they do hold it back. So, and then Keyframe goes back to all the others and she's like, "Hey, yeah, we have a problem. Doc and Firebrand are the only ones holding back this massive robot army. We need your help." So they do show up. All of them show up, and they do beat back the robot army. Mm-hmm. And what this video is after all the robots are defeated.
Yeah, and it's probably best to leave it like that because for those who haven't seen the video, I doubt we want to spoil it too much.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the that's like the crib notes version.
Yeah, the crib notes version. So anyway, let's get to it. Blah blah blah. Capturing device. I think it was this. This is another thing. No, that ain't it. Which one was it?
Sorry, we're having technical difficulties here.
No, I knew there was something I was forgetting. Nope.
You forgetting something?
Yeah. Hush already. A minute. Oh, there it is. And it's over my head. Let me see if that. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That works.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just.
Anyway.
Here we go.
And I guess I hit the play button. Works either way. Oh. TF2. Aftermath. And so if you hear a double sound, I do have the sound on the computer going.
That is
a
lot of dead robots.
Yeah.
Jeez.
A lot. Oh.
Wow.
Kind of admire the effects they're added to this.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, if you really look at the progression of the graphics, Bliss has done a very good job of the vectors and all that.
Mm. And what?
There you are, A&Y. Why did you sneak out of the sickbay without telling anyone? I was really worried.
Are you okay, mate? You don't normally look so... how do I say? Deep in thought?
Yeah.
I've never
Well,
actually seen you think
A&Y
before.
really is
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
man.
you
Yeah.
better hold on to your top hat, Ninja.
Hmm?
Because I have been thinking.
The gasp!
Oh,
Really?
no.
Nice effects
You're
early
not
on, though.
seriously
Yeah.
blaming yourself for what happened to you during all this stupid red man, blue man nonsense, are you? I told you it's not entirely your fault. We all
Not
lost control.
entirely?
All things
It
considered,
could've
compared
chosen
to
a better
rainbow
word.
dragon, Jasper with a giant mecha, and a green Deadpool fighting the archdevil Zariel, among other things.
She's not wrong,
For
though.
relatively
No,
little
she's not.
damage.
Nah, that's not it.
Hmm?
Well, kinda is, but not directly.
I mean, that's pretty fair. Aside from myself and Ty, you all got manipulated into this super form business hook, line, and sinker. Granted, though, you all thankfully came back to your senses and made it back to Coal Town in time to fight off the impending robot army.
Yeah.
Again, but that's not really too big
I
of
have
a
a feeling
reason
this
for
left
anyone
it
to
even
sulk
scar for
around
him,
on
though,
a
if
rooftop
he's
alone.
actually
Oh,
thinking about it.
definitely.
You,
Definitely.
but. Besides, aren't your feeding habits sort of more dependent on a social clique?
Honestly, I fed on enough emotions during this entire incident to last me for weeks.
Oh,
But
yeah.
no, you
These have
actually
changed
just
after
answered
that.
your own question,
How do you
Ninja.
forget that?
Yeah, well.
Think about it. Not all of us were manipulated into getting a super form.
What?
Are
Oh.
you getting to the point this episode or next time?
What exactly are you getting at here?
Oh, AY, don't say it.
Okay, here's the thing. That was my real form. Well, before Sweetie did that thing to me. But yeah. It wasn't some fantastic otherworldly super form that I got manipulated into having. It was all me. It's what I truly am, and in the heat of the moment I was so overwhelmed by all the aggression in the air that I went completely feral. The others were able to snap out of it by themselves, but I couldn't. I wasn't able to quell my urges in that state without Sweetie using her bloom healing something and turn me into a
Yeah.
You know, I really do
reformed
feel bad for him.
changeling,
Because he really didn't
albeit
have any
temporarily.
control over his emotions.
You sure about that?
Yeah, kinda. I hope. I mean, it was an externally forced transformation solely done for comedic purposes. I would assume I turn back to normal once this arc is officially over.
So, wait. Does that mean you're still reformed underneath your pony shape?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Thankfully, I can already feel it fading away.
Ah,
Point
that's good for
being,
him.
the next
that's
time
good,
things
at
around
least.
here get that crazy, what happened to me could happen again.
Oh
I mean,
no.
who knows, but I wouldn't worry about it. You've been with the team since the very beginning, and as far as I know, you've been perfectly fine until everything escalated. Right?
True, but things are changing. I mean, look around you. There's much more going on now than when we first started. Not only did we fill every position on both teams, but we also have honorary members like Mary Sue, Abby Rhodey, Sweetie Sword.
Wait, what about the sword?
Oh, right.
You
They don't know about
the
that.
ferret?
Nope. No.
Nope.
Never mind. Long story.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes.
stuff generally gets crazier as time goes on. The biggest challenge we had in the beginning was finding new players. Then we had Dusty and the first robot army attacking, a literal portal to Tartarus opening up on the Doc's office, and then continuing our training with live ammo while the respawn generator was broken. Seriously, what were we thinking? Heading on to that, we failed to order on against Blissey's pet rainbow blob, Ellie had her pyromass incident, and we had that near fatal brawl with a pretentious art project turned rogue with Thesby Jr.
Yeah, that part I'm still
And
confused
yet,
about.
all this is still not accounting for all the super forms we had to deal with before Race and Saber entered the picture.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, very good point.
I mean, there's a reason why I keep myself in a constant state of placebo drunk with non-alcoholic cider.
Wait,
What?
he knew?
He knew?
Whoa, wait. You knew
Wait,
you weren't drinking anything
time
alcohol
out.
this whole time?
Yeah, I gotta pause this for myself. What? He knew the whole time?
So, alright.
Oh my god.
I mean, alright. The shtick with the demo man is being the guy who's always drop dead drunk and still able to do his role as his class.
Oh, good grief. It can
And
literally-
he knew that it was not alcoholic since the beginning?
apparently so. I mean, at this point, even I can only speculate that either maybe he didn't know at first, but then figured it out and just kept going with it, or maybe he tried to follow the Doc's rules and just used that non-alcoholic cider, but then after the first robot invasion, it became a comfort to him.
Yeah, I mean, I can probably buy that.
Yeah, granted, this is the only few things I can come up with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Especially since, again, well, we don't exactly know how everybody else feels about the first robot attacks, especially since pretty sure maybe more than half of them are used to weird things like that, especially Blissey. But AMY, I can only imagine how scarring that must have been the first one, and the fact that he's actually considering all these things now, let's face it, it's gotta be serious, but I'm still shocked that he knew from the very beginning that was an alcoholic.
Yeah, that's... come on.
Okay, let's get back to...
Anywho.
Yeah, let's get back to this.
Really?
Oh, right. This is you we're talking about.
Yep.
I mean, pardon me with my insignificant logic, but last I checked, that's not how a placebo effect works.
No, it's
Well,
not.
play pretend long enough and eventually it becomes your reality, even if you subconsciously know it's not true. Also, I wouldn't want to be legitimately drunk while on the battlefield.
Huh. How about that?
Oh, dear Lord.
Wait. Oh no. They're imagining... Oh no.
This is a beer humpen. It humps.
God.
Good night, everybody.
Oh.
This is a Stichsäge. It zags Stich. Nilpferd.
Oh!
Ah!
This is a Flammenwerfer. It werfs Flamme.
Oh my!
Fleischetikettierungsüberwachungsaufgabenübertragungsgesetz.
What?
Prost!
Ich bin Kimmer, weil ihr mein Haus überhaupt wiedersehen wollen.
He may have a point with this one.
Yeah, he is German.
Touche.
So, where does that leave us, then? What have you been thinking about up here? Because from what you're saying, it makes it sound like you want to,
Fly. Oh, no.
I'll be honest. I was never really that passionate about TF2 like a lot of the others around here, you know? It's just a casual hobby for me, spending time with friends and having fun. Don't get me wrong, I had a blast being here. But being primarily known as the Red Demo Man is kind of weird when you actually have your own original content. I don't think anybody ever called me that smart Alec from that stupid or that awkward cast guy.
Oh, I actually know plenty of people who do, but not because of the podcast.
Huh?
But
Nothing.
yeah, and sorry, folks, about
Yeah.
that would be the clock in the background. We're just gonna wait until that's done.
So, A and Y is thinking about leaving.
That's what it sounded like.
I mean, I could kind of see it, but at the same time, it's like he was one of the original members. You know?
practically one of the very first members.
Yeah. And if he leaves, he'll never realize his dream of becoming the Blue Medic.
Really? I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but at the same time, good grief. Well, now that the clock is silenced.
So, you really want to leave?
It's less I want to leave, but more I have to leave. But yes, I do. It's time to play games from behind the screen again and not from literally inside the game world.
You know, this is kind of unfair. To think I just joined your team now too. I'm not trying to downplay the others, but I was really looking forward to sharing at least one memorable event with you.
Aww.
And
Well, you're doing it right now, aren't you?
Aww.
Good
that's very
point.
cruel, but you are correct.
Touche.
I was hoping for something a little more fun, mind you. More adventurous, you know, if all we did together was somber moments, it would be a DC film. Are you
Oh.
sure that leaving is the right thing to do?
My decision has already been made, Ninja.
Yeah.
And so it must be.
Aww.
Very well, if you're sure.
Aww.
I missed Bug Boy.
Yeah, we'll miss you, buddy.
Same. Well, guess I better return my outfit to Doc. Going to be nice to have some proper depth perception again. See you guys later.
Well, he's not too wrong about that one either.
No, he's not. Must be hard having one eye covered all the time.
Mm.
Wait,
Keyframe?
what?
Well, I hope you know a good tailor.
What?
I really doubt that Firebrand knows how to resize those jackets by himself.
Oh.
Three best friends, old and young. With time comes change. And then there were one.
He's quoting something, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't remember.
Wait a minute, these candy cigarettes?
Well, duh.
Yeah, really.
I mean, if Doc's not gonna let alcohol on the field, what makes him think that he's gonna allow cigarettes?
Oh wow, I forgot. I completely
Ian, wait up.
forgot.
Huh?
Keyframe?
Key? What
Wait,
are you
what?
doing here? And
No
why
way.
less closed.
Well, you're not the only one who's been thinking since this whole saber and race thing ended.
Huh?
I loved being here with everyone. I really did. But
Did?
I almost got everyone killed because I lost focus on what my job was supposed to be. And
Keyframe?
sure, everything is back to normal now, but you know how this world works, Ian. It's all silly shenanigans and then poof!
What?
all
I forget.
Tartarus
What
breaks
is
loose.
ANY's cutie
Rinse
mark?
and repeat and repeat and rinse.
Pardon?
I forget. I haven't seen a lot of ANY's videos, and I don't really know that much about their characters. What is his cutie mark? I can't
Well, it's
really
actually-
see it that much.
It's
that
a hand grasp in a world.
well. Oh, okay. Okay.
Honestly, I was surprised you didn't know that.
I mean, there's a lot of characters I'm not really sure about because I don't watch. One, I don't watch their videos, and two, I don't really read up on their characters that much.
Eh,
Plus, when I do, they don't really tell their cutie marks, believe it or not.
that's fair. I mean, they probably did in the beginning, but not anymore since
Yeah,
nowadays almost everybody knows these characters.
yeah, exactly.
And I do loosely say almost everybody. Case in point. Anyway, back to the video.
I'm not going to let my mind get clouded by all that again. I don't have the energy for it. Plus, we're in a desert, and that 4-layer outfit is just pure misery at times.
Yeah, at least you didn't have to wear a turtleneck, right?
True. So, you don't mind me tagging along?
Like I ever minded before?
Aww.
Think everyone will be fine without us?
Yeah, I think they'll be fine. But what about Golden? Weren't you the only reason he joined?
That's true.
Not true.
Yeah,
Not
but
wrong.
ever since he got that little link form, he's become more obsessed with shooting people with arrows and swinging his sword around.
No.
And besides,
Makes
I
sense.
think he's more
Yeah.
happy to see me safe outside of this desert than in it.
Yeah.
Well
fair.
then, another story arc concluded.
Oh man, am I glad Doc isn't here. You'd have our heads for this amount of meta.
Yeah,
They just
think
it's
it's
easy trying to find new members to replace us. Well then, only thing left to do is try to get out of Cold Town without the others noticing. Or else
They're
there will be
Jinx
some
and
big
Exiles, aren't
scene
they?
with a lot of hugs and bittersweet music playing and all that mushy stuff.
Yeah, about that.
Yep. All dead.
Oh, please, Mr. A&Y, you didn't really intend to just leave without giving your friends and colleagues a chance to say
Yeah.
goodbyes, did you?
No.
He was hoping.
Busted.
Kill me. She beat me to that.
Yeah.
Jasper.
Always the wordsmith, aren't you, Pizza Pone?
Oh,
That'll do, Jasper. That'll do.
good grief, Amy. Oh.
I'm not crying. He's crying.
No.
Wow.
Ellie.
Eliora
Also tell the world, why don't ya?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Sheila, I don't often break out the Aussie accent, but when I do, I get serious. I'm seriously gonna
And he
miss
was
you. You too,
parodying
mate.
the Dos Equis
Till next
commercial.
time, my man.
And why? I know we never really did much together, but I hope we'll still stay in touch.
Aw.
For sure. And there's always the option for cameos in future episodes.
Ooh. Good point.
And keyframe,
Foreshadowing.
look, I know my first impressions here weren't ideal per se. Heck, I don't even know why
Yeah.
I acted so arrogant in the first place, or even why I suddenly got so clouded by hubris with that whole Thespy Jr. shtick. But either way,
Yeah, that part I've always wondered
I
about.
wouldn't have joined this group if it wasn't for you, so thanks for having them give me a chance here.
Aw.
You've done so much for me back then. It's the least I can do in return. Just, maybe help keep this one from using a rocket launcher while crying?
Oh.
Oh boy.
Good point. Oh.
Freak me, Ronaldo.
My.
I'll do my best.
Aw.
Take care of yourself, okay?
You too.
All right, let's see here. We got a sketchbook and colored pencils, a 16-pack of cider, a ton of munchies for the road, a little bit of bottled water just to be
Aw.
safe, and of course our group photo. I'm sorry. I know this is a bit much. I just wanted to make sure you guys are ready to take on the world.
God, no, I'm starting to cry.
This big
No, I'm literally starting to cry.
Oh, Finn, this is so sweet. Thank you. You keep this ship afloat, okay?
Aye, ma'am.
Whoa! What the?
Okay.
Guys,
Strangle someone else.
Sissy!
Okay.
Oh.
Tears are stopping.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. You two are the closest to me, and
Abby, who was the pony who air blasted Anthony C? Was it me?
They're
No.
sisters, right?
Was it Ian?
I think Soul
IRL,
Sister.
IRL, right?
Hey.
Or are
And
they
who
sisters
was it
in
then?
Pony?
me.
That's right. And now someone has to be here to be the peace among the crazies. Make this place a bit more colorful for me. Okay, sis?
Yeah. You got it.
Maybe not as colorful as your outfit, so we want to be kind to the viewer's eyes after all.
Oh, I miss you too, Bratwurst.
Lissy! No! Don't make Lissy cry.
And Kiki, tall sister. What will I do without my medic buddy?
Hey, no tears, Blissy. You'll have another medic buddy. And I'm just right across the rift if you need me. Besides, Golden will help you out now that you two get along better.
That's right, Rainbow Sis. It's not like you aren't going to see them again either. But if you ever need backup, I'll be here double time.
Aww.
Long as you're sure. Take care of each other, Ny.
Sure will. Same to you. To all of you. It was an honor, and I hope I'll see you soon.
Aww.
Jeez. Wow. God, it'd be so weird if after when they make new episodes to not see these two anymore.
Especially
I'm
why
not
he's
gonna lie.
been there
Yeah.
for nearly
A
the
few things
beginning.
I'll miss
Yeah,
about this
Keyframe
place.
too.
Whoa!
Okay. Jasper.
And one of them?
Definitely not. So, one more song for the road?
What?
Why not? When I shoot stuff.
When you shoot stuff?
Well, I know I'm gonna be the one.
Oh no.
When I heal one?
When you heal one.
Well, I know I'm gonna heal someone who's gotten shot by you.
You know, Kill of It is
Get pretend drunk.
at least the melody
I'm gonna
fits.
I'm gonna be the one
Yeah.
pretending next to you.
When I walk out?
When you walk out.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be the one who walks along with you.
But I would trot 500 miles and I would trot 500. Cause we're so done with explosions.
I'm sorry, but I know I should be. I know I should be doing that, but
This song is killing
no.
you.
As a piano player and a musician, having them off key is.
You're a bit flat.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
I think Keyframe just mentioned that he was a bit flat.
They were.
No, Kill of It is, I can get it. And did I do that right? If the video will catch up, there we go.
There it goes. So, I don't know if they're going to address this in future episodes or anything, but those two were not the only two to leave.
What?
I just brought up the Rift Cafe fandom, and A&Y and Keyframe were not the only ones to leave. I Heart KP, she wasn't in any of the Red versus Blue. She was, I think, gone before then.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she has said in her own videos that she's trying to move on from MLP. She'll probably come back for a video too.
Yeah,
but
I heard that as well, that she's trying to get away. I mean, not totally from the fandom, but steer more towards
other things.
Yeah, other projects.
And honestly, good for her. Because
yeah,
even if this is the franchise is what kind of made her popular, even I would rather that she does her own thing and not rely on just one franchise.
Yeah. Sweetie Bloom is gone. Sweetie Bloom left. The Blue Demo. She left. And the other one that left, which I am so shocked at, Silver Quill.
Silver Quill?
Yeah, Silver Quill left.
Why? Although then again, he's also got his own Fulfillment Friday things and whatnot, but still.
But that shocked me so much when I read that. You know?
Goodness.
So they went, what is it? Red versus Blue, all 6 of those, that was the only time that both teams were full, were complete. Now, the red team is missing a demo and a heavy, and the blue team is missing a demo, a scout, and a medic. So, wow, I'm just amazed that 5 members of this fandom left this project. I mean, I can understand it because this has been going on for
years, honestly.
Oh my god.
I mean, considering that, at least what I understand, it first started off as maybe just a one shot or a joke. But
yeah, as like a TF2 parody.
Yeah,
that's really what it started off as, and it blossomed into this what 30, 40 episode thing. It's like, oh my god, it's amazing how much it's gone. 147 videos.
And that's all together.
Yeah, but not including like the comic dubs, the lip sync test, the reactions, things like that. It's probably 100 video. It's probably 80 or 90 videos for the actual series.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which is actually really impressive. You know? So
yeah, personally, I have to say that at least as fan series come and go, this is probably one of the longest running series out there.
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah, at least as far as I know too. And this is going off by at least by the MLP fandom.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of other YouTube and audio series out there, and they're either abandoned one reason or another or completed.
Yeah.
But this series?
And there's ones from FimFiction, Patreon, what's the other one? DeviantArt. Those 3 still have people posting MLP stuff. I don't know. What is it? Fiora, the Tank Girl, has 3 books out. I don't know if she's going to be doing a 4th. I've actually gotten all 3 of them.
Nice.
No, sorry. No, I have 2. I have the 2 books.
Oh yeah, because you made a request for the 3rd.
Yeah.
Or a pre-order. That's what it's pronounced.
So, it's just the problem with the MLP fandom is a lot of the fandom actually got into it, and this is speaking from my experience. I only really got into it seriously in Gen 4. I watched a little bit of Gen 2 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, Gen 2, somewhat okay, even if it was targeted more to the teen girls, but
Yeah,
Generation
definitely.
3, ugh. And I grew up with Gen 1. That's the killer of it.
Yeah. So, but no, a lot of the fandom got into it in Gen 4, and that was the most popular season, the popular generation.
Yeah, and no wonder, especially since, unlike at least the previous generations, especially Gen 1, it actually followed a storyline of sorts, like
Yeah.
an actual series. Because Gen 1, for what I can
It
remember,
was more or less like individual episodes.
Yeah,
and it
and-
didn't really follow a set canon timeline story.
yeah, and not to mention that any pony you might remember from actually the movies, like the series themselves, actually in Gen 1 started as a movie film to promote their toys. And some of those ponies in Gen 1, they also started off as maybe baby ponies. And it's not until maybe later in Gen 1 that you'll probably see them again as grown ups.
Yeah, and
this is what I can remember offhand.
And if I remember correctly, there are only a handful of ponies that actually kept their more or less their original design from Gen 1 to Gen 4, which is amazing that they actually did, you know?
Oh, I'll say, I mean, somebody on DeviantArt, yeah, DeviantArt or somewhere else actually drew a comparison picture to the original Gen 1 characters against the Gen 4.
And they're not that different. The only difference is
No-
a little bit different cutie marks.
Yeah, and maybe
a little
color
bit different
patterns.
mane and tail.
Yeah, I mean,
but-
Twilight looks really different compared to how we all know her now.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, she was mostly like a purplish pink, but now in Gen 4, she's
completely purple.
Yep.
With only a pink streak in her mane and tail. The only ones that I know of that kept their design from one was Applejack. The only thing that's different about hers is obviously she had the hat.
Yeah, for the most part.
Instead of the bow that everyone had, that all the ponies had.
Yeah, but that's, to be fair, that's also still in maybe the first film.
Yeah, and a little bit of a redesign with her cutie mark. And I think Pinkie Pie stayed pretty much the same.
Actually, yes and no, because she was based off of the pony called Surprise.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, there have also been other short comics and pics kind of pointing this out, because Surprise was energetic. She had the curly hair.
Yeah. See, I've just what I'm basing it on is my own little research.
Hey, to each his own. I mean, for all even I know, Pinkie Pie is actually a combination of more than just
the
Pony Surprise.
A couple different characters.
I mean, especially since, and I can only assume that they removed this idea for reasons for when they first started with Generation 4. The Pony Surprise from Gen 1 was a Pegasus.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think originally they planned to have Pinkie Pie as a Pegasus, especially since from the art concept of the Generation 5, she was going to be a Pegasus there too, but...
Yeah. And then that's the thing. A lot of the fandom actually, they're kind of divided about Gen 5, whether they like it or not. I personally enjoy it. It's an interesting art style. I'll say that.
Oh, it is.
And I mean, the movie was okay.
Yeah, I mean, fast-paced, but also understandable, since it's also supposed to be targeted at, again, kids, so...
Yeah. They're more going back towards, like, okay, we're going to center this to the kids instead of Gen 4 being a thing that everyone can learn from.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're all from what I understand, especially thanks to Dr. Wolf pointing these things out, there have been several things that were cut out of the original film. I mean, especially one part where, and I do know that this is going to be possibly part of the series on Netflix. Apparently, some sort of dark magic attacking the town.
Interesting.
I mean, kind of like the Smooths, but not.
Okay.
That's why I'm calling it some sort of dark magic, because even I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah. I haven't really watched any of the Dr. Wolf's or any of the other episode or like previews for Gen 5 because I want to go into it without not so much spoiled, but kind of new.
Oh, I get that one. I mean, I've tried to do that myself, though. Sometimes you can't help but suddenly notice these things.
Yeah, you
and
kind
the
of don't.
kill of it is, it just leaves me with more questions about certain things.
Definitely.
So even if there's like the description of the episodes, it just makes me wonder exactly how these things happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, getting back to this.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, little tangent. It'll be interesting to see how these guys deal with, like, filling those 5 spots. If they're going to have, like, other people from the Rift Cafe, or are they going to have, like, open auditions? Or it would be interesting to, see who they actually, how they're going to be filling these positions. You know what I mean?
That is true, especially since even if there is going to be some sort of auditions, I have a feeling that it might actually involve some people, at least 1 or 2 people from the Rift Cafe, because let's face it, they're gonna. Ugh, I can't even talk. Basically, Keyframe and ANY are also part of the Rift Cafe, so, and this is just a theory, keep this in mind, they may end up inadvertently spreading words about the group if they don't know about the group already, and mentioning at least their old positions being open. So,
I mean, I can kind of see them keeping it in the Rift Cafe just because it's people that they know. And that they know that kind of they have a set schedule. But it would be actually good to get some new faces that aren't a part of that little group, into this series. It would be really interesting to have people outside this fandom get into that group just by doing a voice in an online series.
and that's not if you take into account. This is just me thinking of something random.
Spitballing here. This is just
throwing
ideas around.
Yeah, concerning that right now, an idea going through my head, it's if maybe Sue gets involved with it again.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, because last time, for those who don't know, she kind of got involved with picking the new Pyro, or basically tricking Firebrand and Dr. Wolf.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Seriously, I can imagine in my head now that no one marries Sue thinking she's going to help. She's going to leave flyers all over the place.
Yeah, she's going to distribute it out to the entire internet. Hey, we are looking for auditions. Oh God, that would be so weird. But I wouldn't put it past her.
Neither would I. Heck, I wouldn't put it past Jasper. Jasper's evil twin trying to get into it.
Oh no.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I'm referring to Casper Cake.
No.
And trust me, you do not want him around.
No. Even Jasper doesn't want him around. Oh wait. Imagine if they were on the same team.
Oh God. That is a disaster waiting to happen.
Oh God.
Heck, considering that, at least at this point, the only available on the blue team is the medic.
And there's a scout and demo man as well. Remember?
Well, later on, at least according to this. But oh dear lord, that is gonna be even worse. Oh god, I just had the image in my head.
Oh god, no.
And what's worse, it almost fits because the medic is supposed to be crazy and like Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh god, no.
Oh god.
No.
Let's hope that is not what's gonna happen in the series.
Please.
And not just for our sake, theirs as well. Because let's face it, Jasper is gonna.
Oh, Jasper's gonna be more crazy than he already is.
Oh no, if that was just the case, I would go, woohoo, woohoo. This is more of wanting to kill everyone and everything in sight. Which I would not blame him.
No, I would not.
Anyway. Yeah, so especially since we're getting close to the 1 hour mark, and to be fair, I gotta really make sure dinner is just about ready.
So, yeah, this was interesting, and definitely go and check their playlist out. I mean, as we said, it's like probably what was it, 80 or 90 episodes. It's TF2 Analyst Anarchy. It's on a channel. It's on Dr. Wolf's channel.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, if you play TF2, they really do kind of keep it close to that.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. They practically honor the game itself.
Yeah,
at this
especially
point.
with the classes and how they use it.
Mm.
So
yeah, only spin they actually add to that is really their
own quirks and MLP.
Well, half quirks because they do try to stay in character, but yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, best to end it now before we really go overtime.
Yeah.
And again, I do have to at least make sure dinner's ready. So we all hope anybody who joined us enjoyed this little viewing adventure.
Yes.
And tomorrow, sadly he won't be here, but I will be DMing for another D&D group because in this group we're switching DMs or game mastering, so to speak. And
hopefully I will be streaming more than I actually have. I mean, but between school and work, I don't really have that much time.
Yeah.
So I don't really set a schedule for myself because it's just like it's not that I don't really care. It's just that it's not really important to me. So I stream whenever I feel like doing something. So
that's fair.
Hopefully I'll be getting into it. More West of Loathing. I may do a little Nightmares. I have Plants vs. Zombies. Who knows? Gmod. Golf.
You just have a lot. Well, I'm the last one to say about that one. But anyway, for reals.
Yes.
We all hope you have a good night. You all stay safe and that you enjoyed this interesting viewing. And with that being said, this is Ashley Wiensong.
I'm Mattquake1133.
And we're signing off.
See ya.